And he inspired us to do great things. He's a small business development center coordinator for the Kankakee Community College. He's also a businessman in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ken Crite.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me back. I'm not going to take up a lot of time. Some of what I'm going to tell you are personal experiences. Some can be verified by the next presenter. But to start off, I just want to talk about some of the things that kind of goes along with being healthy and medical. Okay. First off is you have to watch the stress. Okay. How many people here ever get stressed out? We all do. Now, there's a way that you can actually deal with the stress though. When I was coming up, I had a job at the St. Anne Foundry, and I called that job my reason for staying in school. Because on that job, in the summer, it was a building with a tin roof, and when it was time to pour the metal, it was probably about 120 degrees in that place. And it was so dangerous till if a drop of your sweat would fall in the bucket of the molten steel, it can explode. Okay, so yeah, horrible condition. So that was my reason for staying in school. And in the morning when I would get up to go to work, I would get up in the morning fine. I would go and fix my lunch. I'm fine. I get in my car. I'm fine. And now I'm driving to work. And it's like the closer I get to that place, this starts to come down over. And by the time I get there, I'm slamming my door. I'm walking in. I'm just totally outside of myself. But again, I knew that was a means to an end. So now I can actually say over the last 25 years, the Lord has blessed me to be in a position where I've been able to do what I love to do, which is to help people. So you have to watch it because, see, yeah, it's a true fact that a lot of people perish, or a lot of people die from what they eat. But there's also an underlying factor that people also die from what's eating them. See, things that you are dealing with, that's inside of you, let it go. Things that bother you, especially the things that you have no control over. A lot of times we will stress out over things that we can do absolutely nothing about. Leave that alone. And the things that you can do something about, work on it. And then you can see the progress. Okay? So you also have to watch that. Next thing I want to talk to you about is faith. Faith goes along with medicine. And I'm a firm believer in that. Because, see, I came up in an era, how many people here were born 1965 or earlier? See, we're considered old school. We came up in a time where we came up in a time where certain things were not a luxury, which was money and time. Because most of us had to work doing something, or there was just no money to take you to the doctor, unfortunately, or there wasn't enough time to take off to take you to the doctor. So, that being said, between my other 4 brothers and myself, we probably stepped on enough nails to almost build a house. Now, when you step on a nail, what's the first thing you're supposed to have to do? Tetanus shot. Right. I've never had it. My grandmother had a remedy. Now, this is how faith works. Her remedy, if you stepped on a nail, was to go back, find the nail. She's going to look at the spot where the nail went in your foot, and she's going to make sure it at least bleeds. She's going to get the blessed oil. She's going to anoint it. Then she's going to wrap it. She's then going to take the nail itself. She's going to dip it in lard, give you a hammer, and you are to go to a tree, nail the nail into the east side of the tree until you can't see it, and walk away from the tree and not look back. Tell me what's medical about that.